Brian was amazing as always, guys. I do love those Yanks joining the cast here and there. I've been working in Greg's for the past few months, and I fucking hate it. All I deal with all day is smelly builders and people who clearly do not work. I work in a job I hate and still turn up every day. And this morning I heard two of them saying, "Why would we work? It's not worth it to us." Anyway, rant over. Sorry about that. No, I've been watching. I love all that fucking benefit shit, and some of them are such fucking wank. Like when we got that energy payout,
Yeah.
and all the fucking dickheads went out and bought PlayStations and that, and they were like, "Thanks for working, lads. Bought me a PlayStation with your money." I'm like, why you got to be so fucking smug about it?
They're just absolute pieces of shit, mate. That's literally what they are. The benefit system should be there for people that are in between jobs and like girls that can't have no one else that can look after their child while they go to work.
Yeah.
And that's what it should be for. It shouldn't be for the likes of these people that just ride the system for like years and years at a time. Some people have never worked.
No. There's one family I remember watching, and the mum and dad were on benefits, and then when their son turned 18, he went on benefits, and he's like, "Oh, he's got a bad back." I'm like, you're so full of shit. You ain't got... There was a wicked show where it was like about catching people, and this guy that was claiming benefits for his back, and he was becoming a strongman.
Yeah, I remember that. Yeah,
but then when they get caught, they pay like £20 a month back.
Yeah, because they can't have no earnings to claim. There was also a woman that was claiming benefits, and she was a stripper. So they went to the strip club, and she's flipping about. She says she had a bad leg.
Yeah.
And she is like literally straddling upside down on the pole, flipping around. They've got, obviously they blurred her face out, but they've got everything else on secret footage. And then she tried to deny it was her. And then like the guy even went in for like a one-on-one lap dance, and then like got her face like full frontal. And she was like, "That's not me." And then she was driving like an Audi. She had loads of money because these strippers earn loads of money. And she was claiming £110 a week on benefits.
It's like there was a guy at work that took on his kid, and then he was like rubbing it in his face, not like it was like a joke.
Mm.
And I was like, yeah, these people are getting money for nothing, but it's not for nothing because the government and the country own you.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, I'm working and paying taxes and that, but I owe them nothing.
Yeah.
Like,
The thing is, what the government are trying to bring in at the minute is they will leave people on for a year. They will let them find a job. When it gets to 18 months, they'll get into work placement programs, which then they get paid for. But it's jobs that people don't want to do, like picking strawberries and shit like that. Yeah. And then once, if they refuse to do the work placement, they get their benefits cut. And I think that's the best way to do it, because that will get all them fuckers that are sitting at home for their entire lives claiming that they've got something wrong with them when there's nothing wrong with them. Because that takes money away from the people that actually have something wrong with them.
Yeah. Oh, yeah,
yeah. I mean?
And then they moan about people being brought in from other countries. It's like, well, they're doing that because you're sitting at home not wanting to do the job.
Yeah, exactly.
So how are you fucking...
Can't moan about immigration if you're not working.
Yeah, exactly. There's our rant over.
Yeah.
So, we know how you feel, man. Don't you worry about it. I've been working in this place for a few months, and I'm pretty sure my boss has given me a hard time because I turned her down when she was quite forward for me on some work drinks. I am single, but she's just not my type, and I'm not much of a player. I know a lot of the guys would just do it, and my mates tell me to just get with her, but I'm just not interested. She's very hot and cold some days, and I get almost harassed. And some days she's calling me a big C word when customers aren't around. Short of quitting, how can I get over this? I don't want to risk her job or mine, but I feel like I'm being treated differently to everyone else. Many thanks.
If this was what roles reversed, you could take the company down.
Oh yeah, I know.
To be honest, if it was me in that position, because I wouldn't have been one that would be just doing it for the sake of doing it to have an easier life at work. If I was single, I would have probably just done it because I was a dirty dog anyway. But I would,
Yeah, me too.
but I wouldn't do it for an easier life at work. I would genuinely take her up into the office and have a candid conversation with her and say to her, "Look, like I'm uncomfortable. You're making me feel uncomfortable. I don't want to complain to HR or whatever. But if you carry on making me feel this way, I'll complain to HR because I'm feeling harassed. And the way HR are in 2023, you will almost 90% be able to prove that she's treating you differently.
Yeah, and
So
you're right not to do it as well because it just makes things more difficult.
it will do, yeah.
Like I've done it a few times, and every time I'm like, I'm never sleeping with someone at work again because it's such a stupid fucking thing to do.
You're in a predicament straight away.
Unless obviously, I always say, look, obviously Jamie met Charlotte and now they're married, but that's a very slim outcome. Normally, it just makes it more complicated.
Yeah, and there's been people that I've slept with or done something with in the past, even before I got with Charlotte in that shop, and it was never planning out well. Never went well. Just makes things weird.
Yeah. So I'm with your mates where I'll be like, just do it. But you are way, way, way the bigger man for not doing it. So stick with your guns. But no, I agree with Jamie. I personally, when I had problems because I was stupid enough to do it, I left. It's just my way of, it's just easier for me. Especially if it's like a job you don't like as well. It's like, why would I bother fucking fighting to make this place better when it's a shithole anyway? I'm just going to fucking leave.
Yeah, and you could easily, like if you're working in Greggs for a year, if you could move on to another job pretty quickly if you apply it well enough.
As well, if it's that much of a hassle, you could always talk to her boss above her and just say, "Is there another store I can go to?" And just make up some sort of like
reason.
No, just make up a reason why you want to move to another store. Because Greggs is everywhere. I've got in my town centre. I've got two. Then up the road, there's one in the petrol station. There's one next to Lidl. There's one next to Morrison's. Like they're like within my one tiny village. We must have about 7 Greggs.
That's insane.
Yeah,
I think there's one in Hemel.
It's mental, isn't it? Like, why do you need that many?
It must be like the further north you go, the more Greggs there are.
Yeah, so like you must have at least 1 or 2 within the same distance.
Yeah.
So that's always an option as well. But yeah, I would just talk to her. It's hard and it's not enjoyable, but if she's calling you a fucking cunt as well, like I'd be giving that back.
I'd be struggling to keep my mouth shut if someone said that to me. So I think this guy's got the patience of a saint. Yeah. I think he needs to. If it was me, I would try not put the scare of her life into her, but I would go up and basically threaten to take her to HR if she carries on. And if that doesn't change her behaviour, then you're never going to change her behaviour, so you're going to have to take her to HR.
I don't understand when people like, because obviously she's in that position and she's just taking advantage of it. I just don't understand it. Like, why would you want to make your life more complicated?
It's like on Below Deck. Do you remember Below Deck? There was that, I can't remember. She was like South African or Australian or something. Her name began with H. She was like Heather or something. But anyway, it doesn't matter what her name is. She was the chief stew, and every year she would try it on with like half of the blokes, and then she'd be like, at the beginning, she would be like, "Oh, I'm not going to do it this year," and then when she sees a bloke walk in, she goes, "Oh, he's a good little plaything for me to have this year," and then they'd all reject her because she's so forward. Yeah. But then she'd end up being the sourpuss for the whole thing, and then like hating on them and telling them that they're dickheads and all this stuff because they didn't do it. And that's basically the same situation this guy's going through because he's rejected her, and that's why she's calling him a cunt behind the customers' faces.
Yeah. Sometimes you can be too aggressive.
Hmm.
But no, hopefully it works out better. Like I say, it's not the end of the world, man. You know what I mean? It's not like the job you're going to spend the rest of your life in.
No.
I would just, to me personally, being in situations where I have slept with them, I just fucking leave. It's just easier than dealing with. Because even when you speak to her and she's like, okay, yeah, I'm wrong, or whatever she wants to say, it's like when you go into a meeting and they say, you feel free to say whatever you want in this meeting. It doesn't leave this room. And it's like, are you fucking stupid? Like, if I turn around to you and say you're a useless cunt, are you going to forget that when you leave this room? No, you're going to fucking hold on to that and treat me like a piece of shit. So I'm not going to say nothing.
That's why a few times I've lost it in meetings. I've been known to do it. I'll lose it. I did it when I was a manager. I still haven't lost that trait of when something's on my mind, I get a bee in my bonnet, I can't get rid of it.
Yeah.
And I will start losing it, and then I'm winding myself up. The more I speak, the more I'm winding myself up. So then I'm like a powder keg going off. Yeah. And then everyone will be like, oh, Jamie's the same wrong Jamie today. For the rest of the fucking week. And it isn't because it's just I'm angry in that moment, but they say to you, you can say whatever you want. You can they try to do all that engaging shit. That's all bullshit. I'm telling you now, your managers don't believe any of that engagement bullshit. They're just told to do it.
Yeah. And then you've just given them a load of fucking ammo for hate you. Yeah, no, it's all horseshit. All horseshit.
But next time you're late, they'll be like, right, that's getting booked.
Yeah. But so yeah, don't fall for that. But yeah, no, hopefully you get it sorted. Do not sleep with her. Like I said, if I was one of your mates, I'd be telling you to do it, but do not do it.
You're a stronger man than us.
Yeah. And that's how it goes. If you find a new job, and good luck with that.